We have a special guest before we have Tim speak, and this person, this beautiful woman, Tanya Davis, is Halifax Poet Laureate. How many people have heard Tanya speak before? She's wonderful. Not only, I've seen her several times, and she just wows me every time. But there's also this video that she has done about how to be alone. How many people have seen that? It's got over 5 million hits. It went viral. So we have a wonderful representative of Halifax all around the world. And so I asked her to put some thoughts together about mobility and what it means to people. And so she's going to do that for us. So,
hi. Can you hear me in my little microphone? Is that good? Yeah, Pam asked me earlier this week if I could come and give a poem, and as a lover of Halifax and a pedestrian and a cyclist and a sometimes motorcycle driver and a car share member, I said yes. So I'm not a river planner. Obviously, I'm a poet. Here are my thoughts. I've been walking through the bitter cold about which we've all been talking. I've been stalling to leave my home when all the snow was out there falling, but then I bundle. Then I wrap all the wool around me and keep on going, because there are reasons out there in the city worth all the cold and freezing moments. So what to do but go? I mean, I could stay home, watch the people through the window, eyes to the streets make them less alone, but I want more than imaginary friends. I want to know my neighbors and the faces of the citizens. I choose to stay here. I go and then come back again. The city that I'm living in is favored in my heart, and it's far from perfect, but then again, most things are. Sometimes my housemate lets me borrow his car. Sometimes I rent them or share them or pine for them, or from behind them on my bicycle I swear at them. I mean, I try not to, but let's be honest, I don't try very hard. Someone doesn't see me and I'm squished close to a gutter, a skipped beat of my heart, and no wonder my mother worries for my safety. I ride safely, with lights and road rules even, but that's not enough, and the cursing comes easy, when it's geared towards a metal box that could crush me easy. And then my thoughts race faster than logic, and I'm seething, though that will never solve the problem. And what's the problem? Me? That person in their car? Not exactly, not exclusively. We need to take the sum of all the parts. They are just someone with some place to be. I am just one woman zipping solo down the street. No motorist wishes to hit a cyclist, but tension exists anyway. No cyclist wishes for road rage. No pedestrian wishes to hear a cyclist whipping by and cursing audibly. No bus driver wishes for a cranky bus rider slams coins down because they had to jump out of the way, be it car, bike, or bus lane. I think what I am trying to say, which is what I'm usually trying to say, is that connection reigns. More influence than money or government making bad decisions down through tape and chains. We move around this city and we all affect each other's days. And speaking of governments that could put policy where the money is, could we not influence them in some better change, moves to make this a better place? I know it's tricky. As a lover of this city, I often fall for easy and falter with ideas. I go for long walks with music in my ears. I have tall talks with my optimistic peers, then veer off certain streets that seem too cold or too risky, or those with dull and dingy veneers. And that's easy enough for me, able-bodied, vision compromised but with common aids made clear, and all the trucks and buses I can aptly hear, and so I can steer clear. I remember something from math class back years, and it's that a common denominator makes some equations adhere. And here we should consider that in this equation of space, which is the public sphere, common denominator means we all have to get around, and it works to some degree, but it could be healthier. I mean, we could get out there more, out into the air. Cars could be a last resort, and the ones we use we could share. We could move more people around with less oil up from the ground, self-propelled to show our bodies and the planets that we care. We could not get kicked off of public property even late at night. We could take back the town square. We could demand all sidewalks be wheelchair friendly, and we could walk around without texting and instead make eye contact with the young and the elderly. We could pack the cats because we spend time on the streets, not just rushing to get back into the buildings. We could stroll arm in arm slowly, because less cars careen by, splashing and honking to get more quickly where they're going. We could all get where we're going on time and do so less lonely. And more people on buses, if transit got funding, if roads weren't obstructed, if culture stopped running on cars and on money, and papers gave space to alternative stories, and we shared what we know towards emerging new glories. Our phone can map new routes, get on the bus, there's bike maps too, and apps for stuff we never knew. I don't know exactly what to do, no urban planning here, but I roam through the cracks of the city and I'm observing it too. I hope all the gritty keeps its heart, while all the money disperses from the culture of cars, and all the pretty birds and the people mingle in the parks, and we can exercise our options while leading our own charge. Government works for us. We can't forget it. Businesses only exist because of us, so choose wisely where it is you're spending. Cars make things easy, but we need not get lazy. Long walks through the city can lead us to great things, ideas, and heartstrings. We are not as isolated as it seems. We can work alone, but also on teams. And we can orchestrate a concert for all of the beings, the walkers and the bussers and the drivers and the two-wheelers. It doesn't matter how much money, we all make up the scene. We are all the economy, goods and services that we all need. This city where I choose to be is far from perfect, but I choose it anyway. And I take woolen walks as of late, all alone or arm in arm, shuffling feet to get in sync. We could be in sync or out of it. But since life is arduous as it is, let us connect when we can, come together, make it better, like in this city where we choose to live. Thank you.